go back
Obviously,
the old way if you can?
I would love to have more fans, and I think that's what Latrobe brings. We're able to have more interactions with the fans. Today, especially, was kind of cool because we got to incorporate, loud noise and get that echo in, and you really had to work on your communication. So that was big here. Ideally, we would like to be at Latrobe, but we still got a chance to interact with our fans. Hopefully, we're in a better spot next year.
Have any of the younger guys on the D-line stood out to you, or who's made some strides?
Man, I think Loudermilk has done really well, this being his first year. Carlos Davis has been big for us. Not having a true off season last year for a lot of our rookies. This year allowed them to take that next step. I think Carlos is coming in better shape, knows what's expected out of him. And then I look at a guy like Henry Madu and Chris Wormley. I thought Chris, I thought he could be a big part of our team coming into this year, and I think he's taken another step. I think having him here, he knows what's expected, and he just feels more comfortable. Not having the offseason, like I said, really put a lot of guys back, whether you're a rookie or a free agent as well.
How have things been going with Schobert so far, getting in there, wearing the dot, and giving you guys the calls?
Good. I think it's a process though. We understand that he's still taking in information and trying to spill it out to all of us, and some of that is just us communicating back. And he'll get more and more comfortable as we get going, but I think today was a big step because we really had to work on our communication, work on our hand signals, because if it gets loud, what's going to happen out there? And I thought we did a pretty good job.
How involved is Devin still in that process?
Devin's very much still involved. I think the best thing we can do is train both of them to have the green dot. And I think they were taking periods where they would both have the dot. And, I think it benefits both in case there's an injury or something. Wow. Uh-oh.
How special is your relationship with Bush? I mean, given the whole, Michigan OSU thing, you kind of took him under your wing as a first round, and your dads played together, right? I mean, that's kind of...
Our dads play together, but the only thing special about my relationship is I never lost to Michigan, and he always lost to Ohio State. So, but, and then he stepped on Michigan State's field when my brother was at Michigan State. So
his beef with the Haywards is like...
Yeah, it's real, but no, I just want to be there to provide information for him. He can be a knucklehead at times, but
on the field or off, you mean?
On the field, off the field. He's just young, but it's going to come with time, and it's my job to make him mature and make sure he becomes a leader of this defense one day.
Well, that's what you guys do with this defense, right? That's what guys did for you when
you
were younger, and that's kind of how it.
It has to be that way.
How do you go about trying to help a guy be more mature?
I think just understanding the game a lot more. It's easy to understand your position. It's better when you know all positions and how you carry yourself and how people watch you, how to be involved in the community. He's growing in that front. And, I just think at this level, you learn to be a complete player. You can't just be a one-trick pony or you're going to get kicked out of this league fast. Over my time, I see the way professionals prepare on the field, how they take care of their bodies off the field, how to not get into trouble, how to stay out of trouble, and all those things come wrapped in one.
Joe coming here, there's a lot of talk about nickel and dime, using sub-packs type stuff. Your perspective, the D-lineman, is nickel and dime, do you do anything different? Or does that affect the defense, whether there's 6 DBs or 5 DBs or whatever, or you kind of do your job?
Well, I know in dime, they try to run the ball. The D-line's got to stick up a little bit more, just because you got another DB on the field. Nickel, you still got an inside linebacker on the field, and then you bring in a DB, and we're taking off an outside inside D lineman. But I don't even look at it like that. I look at it just as our coverages and stuff that change, because I know guys can play run and defense, but in pass, but you got to be able to learn when to take your chances, what not, when we're in zero, when we got 5-man blitzes. All those different things come into consideration when you're going forward.
Have you been emotionally, where's he at, mentally, physically? I mean, he's not been part of practice. I know a lot of things going on with him, but as a person, is he?
He's part of this team, and that's the best thing we can do for him. He's working his way back. you know, he's gone through some stuff this offseason, and we're just going to continue to be there for him. As the season approaches, you know, John and Coach T will have more information, but he's in every meeting, he's learning, and he's just working his way back to us.
Yeah, Alex Highsmith has been very noticeable on the field. It is preseason. What have you noticed about his improvement?
Well, I call him the robot just because he moves so stiff sometimes. But, you know, you look at his play on the field, I just think he's become more, not just a pass rusher, he's able to drop. He understands where he needs to be. And he's able to disguise a little bit more this year. You know, sometimes as a rookie, you're just showing what you got and, you know, lining up. I think he's able to understand what we're trying to do here, show different looks. And I feel like he feels more comfortable doing that.
When you guys go starters versus starters, what's it been like bumping heads with Kendrick Green as a rookie coming in here? Like, is there kind of an intentional thing to try to say, hey, going to get you ready for these bull rushes you're going to see from bigger guys or anything like that? Or
honestly, I try to do that with everybody. You just never know.
Well, you haven't had a rookie center going up against you very often.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Gone.
But shoot, I try to do that versus our scout team. It doesn't matter who we're going against. But, you know, I think, you know, Kendrick's just got to approach it that way. He's going against, you know, Tyson every day. And Tyson's going to beat you up if you're not careful. So, you know, he's getting the best work he can. Hopefully that prepares him for the season. He's asked a lot of questions, and, you know, we'll take him from there. He's got to take his lumps throughout the season. That happens, but how do you continue to bounce back and not hit that rookie wall?
What are the good things you've seen from him?
Man, he's athletic. He can get out in space. He communicates well.
He's feisty too, right? I think he came at you one of these practices.
Everybody comes at me, man. That's nothing new.
Cam, what is the dynamic that Ingram has brought? He seems like a big personality. How does he fit in?
I don't know if he's a big personality. I think he fits right in. You know, I think he brings a veteran presence to that, you know, that provides depth as well. And he just knows what he's doing. You know, he's able to ask questions that aren't day one, you know, questions. You know, he knows what he's done in the past, but how do you emulate that in our system? And I think, you know, if TJ or Highsmith have to take a break, you know, he can step in, stop the run, and play the pass too. So we're very fortunate to have a guy like that.
Have you heard his music?
Have
you heard his music?
I've heard some of it.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
Where were you at when somebody told you you're enjoying retirement or asked you if you're doing retirement?
Man, I was at Dick's getting my golf clubs fixed, and I was in line, and the guy went, "You enjoying retirement?" And I was like, "Damn, already?" Like, I kind of got pissy when I said it. I was just like, "No, I didn't retire," but I kept it moving after that. I know. Everybody keeps telling me thanks.
Tomlin said that he thinks maybe like he brings up you being old more because of how you were when you first got here, looking up to guys like Aaron Smith, Brett Kiesel. Do you feel like you're one of the old guys now? Like, has that hit you yet, that you're at where they were when you got in?
No, you know, those guys retired. That doesn't mean I'm old. Damn. No, but, you know, I think I'm just trying to be a veteran, trying to lead guys and provide the right leadership and be taught the way I was taught.
Does it sink in more now because of some of the retirements on the offensive line or departures that they were some of the old guys and now you're one of the last older guys?
A little bit, you know, but retirements happen. It's up to, you know, other guys to step up. You know, I don't just put it all on my shoulders, but in my leadership capabilities, I just try to make sure that I lead the way I know how.
What do you think about some of the younger guys at your position that have stepped up this year, how they've taken on training camp? You know, some guys like Carlos Davis, you know, had an otter training camp last year, and
yeah,
like Isaiah, this was their first.
It's huge. You know, I think last year a guy like Carlos Davis didn't really get to, you know, learn the playbook, feel comfortable with what we were doing. He just had to show up day one and say, get ready. Tip of the hat to the guys that made the team in that capacity, but you know, for Loudermilk, he's still catching up, and he's come a long way, and I think he's going to be a really good player for us. But I even look at a guy like Chris Wormley, who was a free agent a year ago, and then we bring him in, but he doesn't really get acclimated or adjust to our scheme. So all those different things, but I think we got a really good, sound core of young guys that, you know, if somebody gets nicked up, they can go in and step up.
last two.
You talk about kind of, leading and leading guys. Is that the same, just almost for being there for a guy like Stephon and just kind of, being there for, with whatever he needs right now?
Man, we understand football is just a game.
Sure.
And for anyone to lose a loved one, it hurts a lot. All we can do is be there and make sure we're there for him in any capacity. And we understand this isn't just going to go away. We've all lost someone, and we understand it's not going to be the same for any person, but whatever he needs, we'll be there for him.
Cam, is there any concern he's not up to speed by the 12th?
No.
All right. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate it.
Thank you.